All right. Oh, I guess I gotta pick this up first, huh? All right, so last night's attack is the new one, right? So she went after Raider, what was that, Wednesday or Thursday, from the crate behind the gate. Yesterday she was out. And everything was really good, right? And she, let's see, laying on the bed, him laying right next to her. She's just chewing her bone. She goes cruising around. My wife gives them all cookies. And she tried to jump on the couch a couple times. I don't let them on the couch. Right? Raider gets to get on the couch. He's a little guy. So, anyways, the other day, when she went after him, I did the forced sit, right? So you grab the, what's that, girl? You grab the collar and you sit them down, and you wait till they look at you, and you let it go. So last night was more. Last night I had to break her air off, get his head out of her mouth. What else? And so last night I did the side submit. When you submit them on the side, right? So right after that, there's got to be some kind of punishment, negative consequence when they do stuff like that. You can't just ignore that shit. So, and when you do that, you just hold them by their neck until they go. It takes a while. Some people say that makes it worse, but what makes it worse is them getting away with it. Right? And I was sitting right there. So Raider was, like I was where she was, Raider was right next to me. So when she did it, whap hop. So maybe no small dogs. She was, and I was just saying how good she was doing with the kind of change and whatnot. Just did a little bit of yelling at Lily through the gate. Her neighbor. So I have to go to being more stricter now, right? I think I've been letting her get away with some bratty stuff. But I follow through with all the stuff, right? So like when my wife's coming in, she's freaked out by her. So I make her get on her place. And she stays there. I don't know what made her want to weird out with Raider. Because I started to think about feeding her out there with them, and I would do it on leash, of course. Because she's taking food like right next to everybody outside, right? And she sits there and waits her turn. So I don't know why him having a cookie would make her do that. I haven't had them out in group together in a while. But I mean, they were together, living together inside is fine. We'll have to play together. Huh. I don't know, dude. So it's weird because I was at the point, like I was just talking good about how well she's taking a lot of the change. And then I was thinking, I almost felt good enough that I could leave her out unsupervised. I wasn't going to, but I was starting to think it. I was starting to think, hey man, maybe she'll be all right, like unsupervised out there. And then when Raider walked by, see, because it's always been that specific thing when she's been in the crate. When she's been in her room but on the bed, she doesn't care. She just watches them go by. Or when she's laying on the floor. It's always been when she's been in the crate. Right? Cause she'll go in the, sometimes she'll stay on the bed, sometimes she'll go in the crate. But the 2 times she went after him before was in the crate. The first time there was no punishment because I was more worried about checking out Raider because I had to come flying in from outside. So that time I just had her. So see, that's proof that ignoring doesn't work, right? And then the sit and hold wasn't enough, I guess. And how many times does it have to happen? Right. I think even if I would have had a leash on her, it wouldn't have done right. So the first probably 2 weeks I was giving her free time out there, I was leaving the leash on. And I was being kind of overly controlling maybe. Like even if I didn't tell her to get on her place bed, if she wanted to go get water, I'd be like, back on the bed. And then when she'd look at me, I'd go, okay. I don't know, dude. What are we gonna do with you? Girly girl. No small dogs, huh? See, and then you have. So did the non-punishment make her want to do the other one? Right. The other time she went after him, the X pin was up. But she still kind of smashed him into the wall. They say 3 days, let the cortisol go down. Other people say get them back together right away. Part of it is I gotta watch Raider, right? So Raider's in a weird head. It took him 3 days to get over it last time. Now when I'm taking her out, she don't care. And he just stays laying down where he is. Anyways. Back to major management. She only had the one day where she had to be crated all day. And why was that? Oh, that was because I had Georgia still. Once Georgia went home, Sunday night we went back to normal. No, Saturday night we went back to normal. That was Friday night. And Saturday night was back to normal. So she was out in the living room. And then Sunday, and then Sunday night. So one day we had a really good day out there. And then last night was not a good day. What you gonna do when they come for you? All right, whatever. I thought I had more to say, but that's 10 minutes anyways. I was trying to figure out what I was gonna say. I don't know, dude.